Hello everyone, welcome to EMILY.RPA Academy, the easiest general-purpose RPA tutorial channel to get started. This course introduces the input and output of the Excel processor module. The Excel processor module can read the Excel file on the specified path and output a new Excel file after compiling the data. If users have the need to analyze Excel file data and need to compile the analyzed results into an Excel file, they can use the Excel processor module to do so. However, please note that the Excel processor module generates a new Excel file and does not alter or edit the original Excel file. Moreover, the Excel file generated by the Excel processor module is only data without fancy formatting, such as font, background color, borders, etc. The next section describes the input variable of the Excel processor module. The input variable of Excel processor module is formatted as an array of objects. Emily will read the Excel file on the specified path and organize the data into the input variable according to the settings in the Excel processor interface. In other words, the settings of the Excel processor module interface are closely related to the appearance of the input variable. For more details about the header row settings, you can refer to the video about the header row settings. Next, we will actually let Emily read an Excel file and print out what the input looks like after reading. First, prepare the Excel file you want to read. The Excel file I prepared contains 2 columns of data, product and price. Next, turn on the Emily training mode. Enter the Excel processor module. Click the Pick button to select the Excel file to be read. When the configuration is complete, press the Debug button to open the Debug utility and switch to the console page. Then type console.log input in the code editor. Press the Test button to run the test. See what is printed on the Debug console page. Emily organizes the data in the Excel file into an input variable. After expanding the input variable, you can see each piece of data. Each object in the input variable represents a row of data, and the key in the object represents the column name, and the value is the value in the cell. Without any setting in the Excel processor module interface, the column name will be represented as A, B, C column. Without any configuration in the Excel processor module interface, the input variable is presented in a way that is difficult to understand. We will try to adjust the Excel processor module interface to make the input variable more understandable. Go back to the Excel processor module and press the Detect button when the data cell is A1. Then you will see that Emily automatically detects the data in the A1 column and puts it into the header field to set the header column. The function of the Detect button is to set the data of the header column automatically according to the current settings of the columns on the data cell. If your header row is in the first column, set it to A1 and press the Detect button. If your header column is in the second column, set it to A2 and press the Detect button again. And so on. Next, we need to set the starting point for reading data, which is the data cell field. Since the first column of our data is the header column, the data start point is from A2. So we set the data cell to A2. After setting, press Test again and check the Debug console page to see how the input variable is different from what you just saw. You can see that because of the header setting, the key in each object becomes the name set on the header. And because of the data cell setting, the data in the array does not have the header row data. This makes it easier and more understandable to use code to handle the input variable. Let's take a look at the output variable in the Excel processor module. The function of the output variable in the Excel processor module is to output the specified information to a table file named output.csv. The output variable is formatted as an array of objects. Each object in the array represents a row of information in the table. Each key in each object is a header in the table, and the value corresponding to the key is the value of the row and the header's cell. Take the output in the screen as an example. The first object represents the information of the first column, and the two keys in the object are the two headers in the table. So the table content output by Emily based on the variable output will look like the table in the lower right corner of the screen. Next, we will actually write the code to organize the specific information in the Excel file into a table. There are two objectives. The first goal is to output the data in the Excel table that has a price greater than 100. The second goal is to include three fields in the output table: product, price, and tax, with tax calculated as 5% of the price. Back to the Excel processor module. The related code can be found in the online document of the Excel processor module. The program code will check each input data to make sure the price of that data is greater than 100. If the price is greater than 100, then the following data will be written to the output variable. The data entered into the output variable contains three fields: name, price, and tax. The name field is the product field in the data. The price field is the price field in the data. The tax field is price 0.05. In the reference code of the online file, we can use output header push to determine which headers are in the output.csv and the order of the headers. Taking this code as an example, the table we output has three headers: name, price, tax, in that order. After writing, open the workspace. Press the test button to test the execution. After execution, Emily will output the file to the workspace and the file name will be fixed as output.csv. When finished, press the Save button to save the module function. End training mode, test and upload skills. This is the content of this course. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or post a question on the official forum. Thank you. We will see you next time.